Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. We've had a lot of questions on number 6, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not a huge fan of the way this question is worded. So let's take a look. Kira studied data collected on the school basketball team for one season. She noticed that a player on the team had 13 successful free throws out of a total of 20 attempted free throws. So that's a 13 to 20 ratio, and they do show that right here, the 13 to 20. Right, so 13 that were made out of the 20 total shots that she took. All right, to find the percentage of the total free throws attempted by this player that were successful, Kira set up the equivalent ratios below. Now, see how they have an M and an N here? That's where people get confused. So let's just ignore this for a moment and pretend we were going to figure out the percent, right? What do they want the percent of? Let's read it again and make sure we understand. Because remember, percent means out of 100. Percent means out of 100. So if they're asking for the percent that she made, then we're good to go with figuring out the solution for P, which would be the percent. If they wanted to know the percent that she missed, then we would have to subtract the 13 from 20 to get how many were missed and write that ratio over 20. So let's read it again to make sure we're dealing with the right number. So we're looking for the percentage of the total free throws she attempted by this player that were successful. So successful means she made the shot. So we're good with this ratio. Now, if we go ahead and finish this, right, wouldn't we do times 5 times 5? Because 20 times 5 is 100. But what's 13 times 5? Let's find out over here. 13 times 5. Here we get 15. Get the 5 and the 1 more is 6. So P is 65. So I'm just going to write that above it so we can kind of see that. Now let's go back and look how this is worded. What are the values for M and N? Now the M is in the position of P, so that's right here. And the N is in the position of 100, right? So N is going to be equal to 100. Look through the choices. This has N is equaling 1, so that's a no. This has N is equaling 65 when we have N is 100, so that's a no. This has N is 100, and so does this. So these two choices need to be looked at a little more carefully. Now, M is in the position of the numerator. What did we get for M? We got this number. Which one shows M is equaling 65? Well, it's not C. Is it D? All right, so just be careful because if you don't look carefully, you might pick the wrong one, is what I'm trying to say. All right, good luck finishing this up.